when it comes to your social circle, when it comes to those who are around you, it's important to have awareness over who we invest in. It's important to have awareness over who we choose to invest our time, resources, and energy within. Because you know what? Without this, we end up with a weak circle. Without this, we end up with half-assed people around us. Without this, we end up with the company that lacks virtue, that lacks the accountability within the value systems that they uphold to themselves. So let's make sure that we invest into those where values and sense of morality sits in alignment with our own. Have a listen to the yarn as I break this down to you. What's good, everyone? Just out here getting after it once again. You know what it is, and I hope all you guys out there are doing just the same, continuing on this journey to be able to create better individuals to give back to your dogs and your family units. Now, the last couple of videos that I've spoken about, that I've created, have been on the topic of our social circles, of how to look at people through their actions so that in that way their words will never fool you. To look at people within the ideology or the shared idea that quality is better than quantity. And now I thought I would make a video talking about how to actually pick those that we invest in. Because think about it, we cannot always choose who is around us, but we can definitely hold ourselves accountable within the areas of who we choose to invest in within our own time, energy, and resources. Think about it. Going back to the original topic of how we allow those closest to us, those who are around us, to have the ability to deceive, mislead, or manipulate us, and how those that are closest to us have the ability to hurt us most deeply. A lot of the time, it's because we are way too blasé with who we entertain, with who we invest into. We choose to share our love and open up our hearts of who we really are, of who we are within the deepest places of our hearts, just because we share a couple similar interests, or just because we share a couple mutual friends here or there, whatever it may be. But think about it. Does that really mean that these individuals share a similar value system to us? Think about it. How do you hold yourself? What is it that's most important to you within your own character, within your own personal conduct? And then think of that for the other. Think of that for the other side of the relationship of who you are going to invest in. Think about it. I've spoken about this in a previous video too. If you really want to see or know how someone is going to hurt you, look at them for their weaknesses. If you really want to know how someone's going to let you down, look at them through their negative desires and what it is that they excuse. For the individual that can't help himself when it comes to women, can you really trust that individual when it comes to your woman, when it comes to your ex? Whatever it may be, yada yada. For the individual that has an issue with greed and gambling, can you trust this issue when it comes to personal gain, when it comes to money, when it comes to business? Think about it. For the individual that is so thirsty for attention and clout, can you trust this individual when it comes to situations of his own popularity, of the way the masses view the individual? Think about it. Of course not. So when it comes to the topic of how we choose those who we are going to invest into, let's have the awareness to look at them through the lens of if their value systems that should be fundamentally set and founded within morality match up with our own. Even when it comes to the topic of cowardice within someone's heart, within someone's character, within someone's mindset, do you think that they are the individuals that are going to be there to protect and defend yourself or loved ones if the time ever arises? Think about it. These are things that we all must take into account when it comes to those that we choose to invest in. Because when you have individuals that understand this concept, that understand the concept of true loyalty, that they understand that virtue of character, of their own personal conduct, is not always going to be convenient to themselves or those around them, that is when you can have someone that you can truly trust and depend on. That is when you can truly have someone that has conviction within the way they hold themselves for what they stand for and what they believe in. That is when you can have an individual around you that you can trust to say and do the things that need to be said and done when the time arises. For someone that is really going to have your back. Because not only do their value systems sit in alignment with yours, but they are individuals that hold themselves accountable without excuse of the way they behave, of the way they hold themselves. They know where their loyalty lies, and they are not the individual that lies about their loyalty. They are not the individuals that are going to sit there and excuse poor behavior due to their different states of emotion that they may be experiencing at the time. They understand what is right. They understand what is correct. They understand why virtue of character is so important. And they understand the importance of holding themselves accountable to these areas. And I understand that this may be a bit for some to get their head around. But you know what? Have a look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you an individual that holds yourself to such a standard? Are you an individual that has the awareness to view people that are around them within such a standard? Because you know what? As I said in my last video, it's all about quality over quantity. What is the purpose of having the support of the masses if it's only skin deep, if it's only shallow, if it's just a hive mind mentality of, oh, I like this person at the moment, and oh, what good is that? How can these individuals be trusted? How can these individuals be depended on when you really need them? Do you think that they are the individual that can push through and follow through when you really need them to? And ask yourself, are you the individual that can push through and follow through when your people really need you to? Because you know what? As I said, loyalty is not always going to be convenient. But for those that we should be really investing in, they are going to show their loyalty within the areas of whether it's convenient or not. They're going to show their loyalty within times of whether it's convenient or not. They are not going to shy away when it comes down to these things. They are not going to shy away when you need them. They are not going to shy away due to the popular belief of those around them. They will stand up for what is right. They will follow through within what is correct. And you know what, if you ask me, that's the type of individual that I would prefer to invest in. So think about the individuals that you invest in within your day-to-day life, within your social circles, no matter where you are. I hope that little bit of information helps. God bless. Peace.